I'm Jeff Reints. We farm here in Butler County, Iowa, near Shell Rock, Iowa. And today we're looking at our strip till rig. We started dabbling with the strip till, in the early 90s, building a couple rigs on our own. Kind of evolved from a pure no-till to a Ross and Coulter type system, and then to a separate strip till operation. We had been using several different shank type machines for 8 to 10 years there on an 8-row system. And then we evolved in 2008. Another individual that farms with us ended up picking up some extra ground, and my son came into the operation, and we were expanding, so we needed to go to a bigger rig. And we wanted to stay on lower horsepower, so we had been watching the Dawn Pluribus units, strip till units from Dawn Equipment for several years, and made the jump then to go to the 16-row strip till rig with the Pluribus units, which moved us from doing a fall strip till application to now we only do this in the spring. Actually, we haven't run this in the fall at all now. We like to run this about a day ahead of the planter. Works good in our operation that way. And as we look, some of the differences of the Dawn row units compared to a shank type row unit. The shank naturally would have a knife coming down that boils up the soil. Probably lends itself to more being a fall type strip till rig, where this unit uses a series of these 3 wavy Coulters to do the tillage, plus the row cleaners here. Your front Coulter does a little bit of tillage and slicing the residue. The next 2 with their angle and their wave. And one thing, you're operating this thing at about 8 miles an hour is what we typically run in the field. And it's creating a strip about 8 inches wide, about 4 to 5 inches deep. The fertilizer is blown through this tube. As this is going through the field, it is a wake of soil, just a boil of soil that's blending the fertilizer into that seed zone. So different than a shank type machine where you probably end up with more of a hot zone right at the base of the shank. This is blending the fertility into that 8-inch wide, 5-inch deep zone. So you really don't end up with a hot spot to do any seedling injury. And then these 2 rear wheels just firm and do additional little bit of tillage and firming of that zone. These swirls kind of take out the last little maybe clods or clumps that might have formed if the soil was just a little tacky. And then, like I say, we typically follow up about 24 hours later with the corn planter, and then the field is basically ready to go. Then we side dress our nitrogen later in the season. We're applying all our fertility right in that zone, a blend of N, P, and K, and sulfur. Here in the last couple of years, we've added the AMS, or the sulfur product, to our blend, and seeing some good response from the sulfur. This particular toolbar is the Friesian toolbar that Milford Friesian designed for the strip till market. Similar to what his planter toolbars were in the late 90s, this is a heavier frame to accommodate the additional draft and weight of the strip till units. And then behind that, we're pulling the Montag fertilizer air delivery hopper that's blowing the fertilizer to each individual row. And then we kind of come up with our own prescription blend. Most time it's a pretty uniform blend. We may vary the rate according to soil type. Occasionally we'll vary the analysis of the N, P, and K. And we definitely vary whether we're doing corn on corn or corn on soybeans. That's 2 different blends that we use. Like I say, we're pulling this rig with a MX305, you know, 280 horse tractor at about 8 mile an hour through the field. So you get a lot of acres covered in a day, where a 16-row shank type machine would probably require, at least a third more horsepower, and you wouldn't be running at the 8 mile an hour speed either. By going to the spring strip till, we seem to get through the corn on corn situations a lot better. Trying to strip till in the fall, we always struggled trying to do corn on corn when that residue was just, you know, freshly combined and fluffy and hadn't had any chance to decay or break down. We're in the spring running this, and when we strip till corn on corn, we're just strip tilling in the center of the old corn row. You know, you got to watch your days. A damp, drizzly day, yeah, you can't get your corn on corn residue to flow, but you know, a good normal sunny day, you don't have any trouble getting the residue through this. Like I say, then follow right up with the planter.